What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and fellow hobbyists out there? Welcome to this special first episode of On the Beach with Pete. It's just the same as On the Bench. I just wanted to start it again. I called it On the Beach because I am literally by the beach. Okay, it's whatever time it is at night now. Actually, let's find out what time it is. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's 11 o'clock at night, that's okay. I'm going to do a bit of painting. This is the first painting or modelling, hobbying I have done since before I moved. So, you know the drill with On the Benches. It's the same deal. Put me on in the background. Hobby along with me. I talk about life, the universe, everything else in between, and together we get stuff done. So let's get to the bench. Let's try and get a good camera angle, shall we? Okay, well, here we are. Got my big top here, which was primed before I go. I've got this. Maybe I should deal with this first. My first ever kit bash. My daughter, who was quite young at the time, was into dinosaurs. She's still into dinosaurs. She used to get these magazines. They were like, you buy them every month or week, whatever it was. And, hang on. Oh. I think that glue's had it. Oh. And what she did was, you know, you get a magazine, you get parts of a dinosaur. Sometimes you get a dinosaur with it, and yeah, you know the deal. Looking for a really crappy brush. I think I found it. I say that because this is going to need throwing away after. Oh my goodness, these glasses are dirty. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I did any hobbying, my guys. And I took the bits from her dinosaur magazines, put them together with half finished or leftover bits from an old Tyrannid kit I had that I'd previously obviously worked on. I was going to chuck that, but hey, I think I'll keep it. Now I've got a lot of paper towel up here. It was used for packing. I don't have a bin at the moment, so this is work in progress, kind of, well, makeshift. I may still need that. Right. Next bit is this guy here, Shadow Talon Superhero. I thought, how wonderful. We'll build him. I was going to get into superheroes at one point, and yeah, why not? Chronoscope. Let's see what we've got here. I can use this to put any bits in, or detritus. No, I've got a cheapy cutter here even. I can get him off the... if there is any sort of metal sprue. There's a bit there. Bit of detritus there. I think he's quite good. An arm. Guessing that's the head. That can go in there. Oh no, there's still another piece on it there. Whatever that is. Oh, that looks like part of his arm, I would say that was. Right. See, I would say that's part of his arm. And that's part of his other arm. Well, this has been a while since I've done this. But why a brush time? Because it's a metal model. And what this does is take off all the powdery residue. That helps it come away from the mould when it's done. On plastic models, it's like an oil type thing most of the time. You can hardly see it really, but I can always see it on these metal ones. So I like the metal to be quite shiny before priming. Do his arm. So he's got two arms, a head separate from the body. Right. Probably going to need the file for this. That's okay. Right. So as this brush is gone for a bird and after, we'll use it to glue it to the base, shall we? Yes, I will do. Okay. And now, what I'm going to look for is a bit of a file. So give these bits a bit of a file here. So that's got me started on my model. So living in Seaton then, guys. That's what I'm doing. And I'm, in the words of Jam Jar 34, bringing the spice. That's a jam jarism. I am bringing the spice to you. Yeah. Love Jam Jar's content. If you haven't checked his channel out, go and check him out. Does some awesome paint along content. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Need to do more though, sir. Need to do more. I'll tell you, one of the things I love about his channel is his enthusiasm for the hobby. It's just mind-boggling. Love it. Gonna have to wait for that, although I can probably file that by holding the, if I hold the main body. Oh, I'll tell you something I did today. I went to the local bicycle shop to inquire about getting my bike serviced. He said, yeah, that's fine, absolutely fine, no problem. All I saw in there, and this was curious, it was e-bikes, you know, electric bikes. I said, oh, I didn't know if you did them, because oh, he's just got e-bikes in it. And he said, well, yeah, we do them, but e-bikes are the more popular thing now, you know, so just catering for what's popular, and that, you know, I respect that. Absolutely respect that. Get that filing done. This is called Shadow Talon, this superhero. It's very bizarre. I don't know Oh yeah, I think it's gonna go like that. Boom, 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 boom. Right, I'm gonna have to hold. This will be enough. Oh no, here we go. Right, like that. So I hold the arm in place like that. This is the thing I hate about super glue, you know. You've got to hold the piece in place for so long. Looking like we might have something there now. You know, he was almost there then, he was almost there. Wow, you gotta get it, we gotta get it right, gotta get it right. Oh, come on, you know you want to. This isn't even a heavy piece, you know. Oh, come on now. Oh, I'm not going to use my activate. I don't even know where my activator is. But I've got this super glue activator, you know, fast dry thing. You just give it a squirt and Bob's your uncle. Wait till this is dry before I start manoeuvring it around. Shadow Talent. I got a cup of tea, by the way. Gonna drink that. We'll see how we go with this. Let's see if we can get it in shot a bit more. There we go. So there we go. Trying to get this arm to stay in place. Super glue, the joys of super glue. Ah, come on, come on. You know, it's got like claw things coming out there, and I don't want to move them until it's dry, basically. It's quite a typical superhero-y pose, though, I suppose. Sort of leaping forwards like that. If I put my glasses on, I might be able to see how the head goes on. Got a bit of a Magneto type head. Put the super glue on here. Wow. I think the super glue will be done as well by the time I know the brush is going to have had it. I'll throw the brush away. I'll throw the glue away as well because there's not much left in the pot. And the lid is doing that annoying thing where it sticks open. Or it sticks shut rather, you know what I mean. I'll be glad when this is glued, I tell you. Be glad when this is glued. Super glue and metal, not the easiest of pastimes, I can tell you. I've only got one bit left. Dare I try it? Right guys, so I am attempting this. Right. It's been a while since I did a paint along video or any sort of hobby video really, so you know, you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. Give me a little bit of a leeway if I'm not being very cohesive or flowing with my talk. I do apologise. I used to talk about my work in so far as, oh yeah, work's going well, blah blah. I will say it's been a tough week at work for me. It's my first tough week really that I've had in nearly a year, and that ain't bad, is it really? That ain't bad. Right, the pose is pretty much done. It's just a matter of waiting for it to dry now. Once that's dry, Shadow Talon will be ready for priming. And that is awesome. Trick is to be patient when it comes to super glue and super gluing things. Gotta be patient. Oh, nice cup of tea. Do you remember, if you used to watch my videos, do you remember when I used to do on the benches, I sometimes would use my thermal mug to keep my drinks hot. I've still got them, but I'll use them for work now. Right, I'm going to place him carefully to one side. Got my bits from the sprue in there. I'm going to leave that to one side. As far as the glue goes, I think we're done with the brush. Okay, that brush is definitely done. It's done. Right, I can put that brush back, wire brush. I can put my file back and my cutters. Leave that knife to one side. Right, now what I'm going to do is pop a fleece on because it's a little bit cold. One thing I have found, Seaton is a little bit colder than Plymouth. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it just is what it is. Right, okay, there we go. So I'm looking for some primer now, I guess. The primers. Primer. No, I'm not looking for primer. I've done primer. I will be looking for primer. But that's okay. What I'm looking for is a brush I can use on this. Now, I have decided I'm going to, as I'm, settling in to Seaton, I'm going to use a hand brush on this. I would have airbrushed this, But I just haven't got all my resources, I suppose, is the right word at the moment. Well, what I will use is a cheap nasty brush. Oh, we've got a big monster brush there. That's not got a point. Could possibly use that. Good old army painter. Now what I've got to do is work out my paint situation. Let's see. Flesh would have been a thing. Yeah, this sort of yellow here might be a thing. Vanilla bean. I think, as this is a piece of terrain, I'm going to use this artist acrylic paint, Vanilla Bean. Because the Citadel paints are very expensive. They're very, very expensive. And I just don't want to use it up for that, basically. So, yeah, so we're going to go with this. Now, these paints have been sat in situ for a very long time, months. So deserves a bit of a shake up. So I'll have to look, see if they've got any. See, what I would have done on this is probably shabby bone or something like that. But I'm not. I'm going to use this Vanilla Bean, and then I'm going to use Army Painter Quick Shade to go over it, and then I'll dull it down with some varnish. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll use. Right. Okay, so we're just using water, mixing it in. Mix in the water. I think we'll be okay. Now there's going to be a couple of areas on here where I don't really want it to be the same colour. Like patches in the cloth, what have you, that kind of thing. This ain't bad actually. It's coming. Got the stitches here. No, this is obviously this is a 3D printed piece of terrain that I got from America via eBay. I have to say I'm very impressed with it. Still watching some of their stuff. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. Not bad at all. Not bad. So this is going to be used in role playing. Now I've got a couple of things in mind for it. And I'm hoping that it will get good usage. Now I've got a shop down the road, literally just down the road, that sells paints like this for arts and crafts and that kind of thing. If I can get another Vanilla Bean, that would be awesome. Because this is a really good colour. I mean, it's supposed to be a yellow, but you know, painting it now and in this light, I know it's a bit darker now, but in this light it is very like your Shabty Bone esque. This is going on all right. I mean, consider it's going to be it's going to be a quite a, I'd say not like a main, well, yeah, it probably is going to be like a main feature on the table, but it's just going to be scenery. But that said, I think it's going to be pretty spectacular once it's done. It'll give the table a good centerpiece feature. Yeah. Vanilla Bean. That's actually quite a nice name, isn't it? Vanilla Bean. I like that name. This is therapeutic. Done a lot of walking today. Been out and about. Mrs. Mini Warzone's got one of those Fitbit watches that tells you how many steps you've done. She's done loads today. She's done more than I have. Normally we walk together the same places, you know, pretty much everywhere. But you know, this weekend we've got our daughter up staying, and they were out and about as well. So it's not going to be as accurate. Whereas normally I can say, well, however many steps she's done, I will have done because I was there, but I wasn't today, so it's been a bit more awkward. Well, not awkward, but you know, to count the steps. So I'm still proud with the amount of walking I'm doing, even though I haven't set out properly yet to do it. Oh yeah, did I digress? I was telling you about, I went to the bike shop today to ask them about my bike. You know, the whole electric bike thing. Very popular. Right, okay. But it seems I can get my bike done. And I'm pretty close to being able to do that. So if I get my bike serviced up, and that'll be good. And that way I can go out and about when I do filming on my bike. Help me get fitter and all that sort of good stuff. Yeah. I'm pretty chuffed with that. Pretty chuffed with it. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a tough week at work as well. A bit stressful, and I learnt that my colleague who started with me same day, she's pregnant, so she'll be going off in about 6 months. And it'll be just me, which is kind of sad because it's been good having, you know, like a partner to help with the work and ask questions of and get on with things. Now she's getting there will be a replacement, not for her, for someone else in the team that actually left, but yeah, numbers wise it'll be the same. So I'm hoping I can formulate the same sort of working dynamic with that person. You know, so I worry about things that, you know, because you spend a lot of your time, don't you, at work, so you want to make sure it's right and good for you. This vanilla bean is good. I think I used this on some certain zombicide miniatures. This type of paint is perfect for terrain, though, I have to say. On this brush. Right. Time for a sip of tea. Time for a bit more vanilla bean. I got my Woodside mug there, that's good. Right, half an hour. I mean, this is good being able to do this again. You have no idea how good it feels. And all I'm doing is painting a bit of terrain. But mentally, it's so much more than that. Mentally, this is a big help. It's a big deal being able to do this. Huge it is. I'm just mixing the painting a bit more. Yeah, I could have airbrushed this and it would have gone on lovely and smooth and whatever else. I wasn't able to do it back in Plymouth due to moving and packing and stuff. I'm not really able to do it now because I haven't got all my stuff to hand. Yes, I know where my airbrush is. I know where my compressor is. Do I know where my cleaning materials are? No. No, I don't. So I want to wait until that's all done. Then I'll probably give my airbrushes a thorough service and we'll start again. And that's how we'll do it. So I can do this. I wouldn't mind getting a second sort of big top tent thing. I've got a hunting lodge thing somewhere, MDF, to build, which I wouldn't mind building because I'd like to use that for a role-playing game too. I'm getting asked by various people that I know, so you're settled in yet? Yeah, I'm settled in. Are you all unpacked yet? No, I'm not unpacked. You're not unpacked yet? Nope, I'm not unpacked yet. Mostly unpacked. I'd say we were 3/4 of the way unpacked. And that's just due to the fact of having a busy lifestyle, workload, and being tired. You need energy to do these things. Don't you? Well, I do anyway, bloody hell. So it's looking good. Looking good. There. Base bit done. But now I've got to find a place to put it, like there or something. That's fine. Now I want to do the roof here. That's okay. Oh, pardon me. A bit more tea. Finish that off. So, this is the roof, as it were, of the tent. Patches. Don't know if you can see it there. Different areas, like there. You know, stitching and that. different bits of cloth. I'll probably paint them a different colour because it would make sense for it to be patched up with different colour cloths, etc. and materials, you know, maybe from another old tent. Bit of red. So I don't really want it red, but you know, needs must. And that'd be awesome. Make it look a bit more authentic. Okay. There. Do 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 do. Yeah, look at this, like slapping paint on a model. Hell yes. You know, it's incredible. So it's late at night now, but I can see me, you know, in the summer. Window open, you'll hear the seagulls, of course, and sounds from outside probably. It's very soundproof here. That's one thing. This place is very soundproof. So there was, you know, we were debating at one point. This could have ended up as our bedroom. Where I am now. So we opted for the other room in the end. They're both exactly the same size, exactly the same dimensions on the floor plan. Right. That's actually looking pretty spiffing, I have to say. Pretty spiffing. Well, this table. This used to be my dining room table. It did, I swear. Yeah, it used to be my dining room table. Get a little bit of paint on the Citadel mat, but I'm okay with that. It's what happens at the end of the day. It's what happens, isn't it? When you're doing hobbying, you get a bit of paint in places you didn't intend to, and it's just the way of things, you know. You know, when I'm all sorted, I'll be able to build models, paint models. It's just knowing where to put them. I mean, this was already out, this sort of big top model, so it's not like it's going to be taking up any extra room, you know, when it's painted, because it was already occupying a space on the shelf. And yeah, I just had it on one of the bookshelves over to my right. Display shelves, is that what they are? Got books on them, but there's so much more than books that you can display on them, isn't it? There, look at that. Look at that. I won't be able to do this because completely this vanilla bean, but I will be able to do most of it. Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'll just use up what I've got here and then close it out. Get in there, get in there. Right, I'm going to pop my brush into the water on that one now. I'll come back to this metal model now. I'm still drying, it would seem. Right, well, I best not paint him yet then. That's a shame. I was going to do that. But that is good. What time have I got here now? 51 minutes. Well, that ain't bad. I know there's been a few gaps of silence. That you're going to have to just bear with me on that because I'm a little out of practice. And so, but it's as a first episode, we've got some paint down. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. I'll just wash that brush out like so. Oh, that ain't bad. Look at that. Hey. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so I'll leave my brush, my crappy brush there. A brush to throw away over there. Glasses off. I'll leave this vanilla bean out to remind me what actual colour I was painting it. I'll just zoom out and come back to me. Well, so ends the first episode of On the Beach with Pete. So thank you very much. If you're still watching, thank you so much. It's good to get these out again. I will get them a bit more flowing and succinct in terms of what I'm doing, talking whilst painting. It took me a long time to get my head around being able to do that, and because it's been so long since I've done it, it'll probably take me a few episodes to get into the swing of it again. But yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with what I've managed to get done there. Some paint on a model in my new hobby room. Wow, it doesn't get much better than that, guys. That is awesome. Thanks ever so much for watching. Do subscribe if you're not already. Click that bell button, give you notifications of future uploads. I do a lot of talk along videos and chill out videos and things like that, but there will be more hobby content coming up. Now I've kind of broken the seal, as it were, of modelling, being able to get stuff done in here. Now I wouldn't, a few weeks ago it just wouldn't have been possible. There's too much other stuff in here as well already, and now here we are. Look, I'm able to put some paint on a model and glue a model together, it would seem. So I'm chuffed with that. My homebrew Tyrannifex. Yeah, he's alright. He's alright. Yeah. You got to keep these things to remind yourself where you started, right? So that's what I'll do. That's his purpose, to remind me of how far I've come. It's not that far, but it's fine. I'm chuffed. Anyway, thanks for watching. As I say, it means an awful lot. I'm trying to get my views up again. It's difficult when you do videos and you get a regular kind of following, and then you kind of, it dwindles off if you stop putting videos out for a while, and that's through no fault of your own. You know, it is late. It's through no fault of your own. It's just what happens with the algorithm and everything else. But hopefully I can start building these up again. Share if you really want to help. I mean, awesome. Obviously, if you become a patron, you get access to other videos, exclusive videos, behind the scenes and all sorts. There's a lot to show you here, guys. There's an awful lot. I say awful lot, but it's a good lot. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on the next episode, which will be episode 2. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you on one of the other videos. Bye for now. Bye-bye.